This question is on the topic of direct inverse. So, okay, so most people have problem with this. Okay, so if you have some knowledge about this topic, right, we can just follow strictly to the information given to me. So if you just do a quick reading, okay, most of you, right, will be able to give me the answer for the first part. So the original speed was X kilometer per hour. So if you're going to decrease it by 50%, that means you cut it into half. So right now, the new speed will be 0.5x. So most people are okay with this. It is the second part that a lot of people couldn't do. Okay, so um, okay, so if you follow strictly to the context of the question, so in the first context, or in the first statement, so if I use the first statement, I will have gotten the setup. So if I just strictly look at the first statement, I will have the setup. The braking distance is equal to k multiplied by the speed. So that is just from the first statement. Okay, so then I go to the second statement. So this part will be the second statement. So now I go to the second statement. So when the speed is x kilometer per hour, so I replace the speed here to get the distance. And that distance is going to be 0.006 kilometer. So that is just from the second statement. Okay, so you follow the statement. Okay, so then in the third statement, now the third statement, the speed is going to decrease by 50%. So when speed becomes 0.5x kilometer per hour. So this is where all of you start to lose your thinking thought. So you don't know what to do. So you will try nonsense stuff. So when you got a new speed, you should be thinking about the new. So in a way, this is like the new speed. So you should be thinking about the new braking distance. So logically speaking, if you got the speed to be 0.5x, now your distance should be k 0.5x with a square. Okay, so that should follow the thinking thoughts. But most of you, right, after if you understand that, oh, the speed is 0.5 already, your thoughts will just be distracted there. You don't know what you're supposed to think next. So speed and braking distance are related. So if you got new speed, then you should be thinking about what should be the new distance. So logically, I should change this part to the new speed. So that technically is my expression for the distance that when the speed is reduced by 50%. So the next thinking will be some algebra simplification. So you do some algebra simplification, you got to do some reshuffling. As you do some reshuffling, that's where you can use your 0.06 because this is a representation of 0.06. So that will be my new the braking distance. So that should be my braking distance that correspond to the new speed when the speed is being reduced by 50%. Okay, so you should be thinking, so speed and distance, how are they corresponding? So don't let your thought be distracted. You have seen this topic so many times. no matter how frequent they ask, I mean, it's quite standard. So just follow the setup, just follow the information. Okay, then the last part, the percentage decrease in the braking distance. So you should see this, you should see that this was the original distance, and then it became this. So you should be able to see that, right? The distance decrease from 0.006 kilometer to 0.0015 kilometer. So you can calculate the amount of decrease first. So I'm sure you can calculate the amount of decrease. So that is the amount of decrease. So we are decreasing from this amount. So our percentage decrease will be 0.0045 over 0.006. So you will see a 75% decrease. So that is question 6 on the topic direct and inverse.